Hello guys, and welcome back to King Aegon's War of the Conquest again, because we're at Aegon II. And as you'll remember, winter fever just broke out, so that's not good news. In King's Landing, we have a decision to make. Obviously, my to-be sister wife, I guess, died. She was killed by an overzealous rabble. So that's a thing now. Jaehaerys is 7. Both me and him are betrothed, but it's really just the two of us. After us, it comes to our Uncle Aerys' son, right? Or cousin? Don't know, I can remember that. Jaehaerys. Yeah, Uncle Aerys' only son before he died. Jaehaerys, who was 3. He's a lore believer. And then after that, it would go to Valerian, who we don't want to rule. We don't want Valerian in charge. He's a madman. Hopefully we'll never have any kids to challenge for the throne. And also will more than likely mean his swords pass back to us, right? Hopefully. But for now, winter fever is broken out in King's Landing. The gods help us. We have to figure out something to do. And obviously, first things first, we gotta check what our regent would do. Luckily for us, our regent Lionel is pretty shrewd. So we're gonna shut the gates, seclude ourselves with our courtiers. Some commoners have already gathered outside as your guards start closing the gates. A decisive thump silences the curious chatter coming from the other side. Seal it! Some people won't like it, but ultimately it's better to keep us alive. And the fact that we already have very positive opinion helps us. The wall is under assault and the Night's Watch is hard-pressed to defend it. They have called on all the lords of the realm to take up arms and aid them in defending the realm from the dangers beyond the wall. Ready the men, we ride north at dawn. Call on Lord Stark's men. Wow, he doesn't like me. He's only giving me 1,200 men. That opinion of predecessors dying out, and the broken betrothal will also go out. But he does not like me. Money, maybe? No, I've already given him money. God damn, dude, what did I do to you? Clearly not auto-assigned, because it has assigned a lot of council members, I'm assuming, to command your people secluded. That's it. Harmon Stark. You can lead the charge. Where are you? You can lead the charge to help the Night's Watch. I'm sending this 1,200 men. I love fun and games, but the best game of all is the one of tricking people into doing things for me. I pull the string, so I become deceitful, which is interesting because my regent is deceitful, and my regent was tutoring me. Apparently he's not anymore, probably because I'm secluded. Let's see what my maester does. Because that's more intrigue-focused than it is diplomacy. It actually pulls away from diplomacy. Or no, that's secluded. Yeah, it's because we're secluded. This does affect diplomacy a little bit, though. Hopefully this will turn into kind, maybe. Fairly slow, the game right now. Not running too smoothly. Hold on, I'm gonna tab out and cut out this section. Okay, I'm back. Just making sure things are as they should be. I don't have anything else open that doesn't need to be open. Make sure we run this smoothly. Since I arrived in King's Landing, there's never been a shortage of soldiers. Let us hope so. Indeed, let us hope so. Garland Gardner, Prince Adorn. Or Lord Paramount Adorn. Yeah, it looks much smoother. Although it is paused. So that doesn't really guarantee much. Who is attacking, by the way? Wayne Widowmaker. Also known as Crow Killer of Hardhome. He's got a couple of men with him. Here's what I'll do. Let's see my fleets. Okay. Gather up the men of Driftmark, however many that may be. The men of Dragonstone, however many that may be. Sharp Point. Sweetport Sound apparently has no men to give me. The Claws. Wow, this low realm authority really sucks in terms of men. Like, I'm getting nothing out of these guys. How many men do we have here? It's not gonna cut it. Essentially, just calling on a couple of the Lords of the Crownlands. Mainly the seafaring ones. There you go, that's 5,000, that'll work. Okay. You two go over here. Or no, go to Claw Cape, where 3 of them can go off to, I believe. And then we'll come around and pick these guys up. And you can go over here, so that these guys can just jump on. We'll gather more men to take to Lord Stark, the men of the Crownlands. There we go. A little worrying. We've gotten very far into the game that at some point the mod just kind of breaks it down and it stops really working, especially with all of Essos, the amount of characters that are generated. At some point the game just can't run it, you know? So I'm worried that we're reaching that stage already. Hopefully not, because I don't want the series to end just now. Would be a shame when we've not had a king reign for more than like 10 years. No one's reigned nearly as far as Aegon. We've only had 1 Prince of Dragonstone, because we've been in constant chaos. Your Grace, your Aunt Rhaenyra tried to hatch a dragon from her egg but failed. She also lost her egg in the process. So Rhaenyra Valerion, my wife's sister, who inherited her egg. Obviously, she was killed trying to tame a dragon, but she also had a dragon egg that she never tried to hatch. She tried to hatch it, and it killed her husband. She's still alive, but now no longer has that dragon egg. Definitely a fool. Lord Edric seems to kill another Barryman. Okay, not my business. Oh, no, I meant to... Okay. Like, it is running very slow right now, and it might just be my computer today. But I don't know that it is, because when I was recording for the Witcher Kings series, it was running pretty well. Didn't have many problems. Lucamore has forced Mitchell to join his faction. Oh, Crown Loyalists. Thank you. I want you to gather up in Claw Isle for one last joining of the men. No, come on. What are you doing? So we can get all these men together. I want to know how the Northerners are going. Oh god, they're going way too far. Fall back to the North Road, Harmond. You fool. You almost charged in. He's only now gotten word that we're actually sending more men to help him. There we go. 5,000 men, commanded by the Lord Commander. Send the Lord of Faring Cross, the Knight of Faring Cross, I guess. And the Lord of North Cracklaw, since they are sending significant men. Or as many men as they can muster. Which isn't really significant, it's like 200. There you go, 5,000 men from the Crownlands. Oh, the port's on the other side. Okay, fine. After spending lots of time with few people you have been positively surprised by Caitlyn. During this difficult time, you've gotten to know and understand her well. In many ways, she compliments you nicely, and you have a good time together. I've gained a friend, so I've become friends with Caitlyn, a low-born peasant girl who, for whatever reason, is safe in the castle. Guess because she was born to a surveyorman, freed slave who had place in my father's court. Don't know. She's got some sort of inn to be in the royal keep, I guess. Lord Paramount Garland is asking us to deal with an assassination attempt inside a realm. It is not my call. I mean, definitely. Might be my regent's call, though. You know, dude? Ask him, maybe. We've inherited the castle of the King's Gate, as the man who was in charge died. Danar, your commander. Who wants it? Jacaerys, my grandfather. I must not forget, he wants command of something. A new Lord of the Stormlands. So, what's his name? Dorwald the Ugly died of scurvy. He's finally died. And his eldest daughter, because he only had 4 daughters, has inherited Lady Eliana Durandon. She is married to a Durandon. A closely related Durandon. A cousin. Yikes. Oh. Very Lannister of you. There we go. There it is. I was looking for one of those. Their eldest son, Ronard, who is normal, is their heir. He's married to a very old night book, though. Why would you do that? She's not particularly highborn. Far be it from me, though. Yeah, command of these men is to the Lord of the North, Davos. And the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, obviously. Gets to command one of the flanks. Well, I'm sure the vassals... Here we go. Castle of Dragonstone men can be commanded by Sir Pierce, who went along with them. And just go to battle in Castle Black. Think we can push away the wildlings. They should be mostly light infantry. Especially if the Night's Watch decides to join me in this charge. Okay. Okay. Did we make the stop? No, we didn't. Werntitle stands empty. Lord Garce Gardner died of poor physique. His only son, Jeremy, 6-year-old with a hunchback, is the new Warden of the South. Okay. There we go. We've crushed the wildlings. Another lord has died. That's 3 Lord Paramounts in a month. Wow. And that's Franklin Smallwood of Cancer. The new Lord of the West is his young son, Harston, who is quite a decent warrior, actually, to his credit. The Battle of the Snowgate, an outright victory for the royal forces in defeating the wildlings. Captured a wildling by the name of Bran. He will be executed. It's a wildling, after all. Just hold Castle Black for now, while the Night's Watch maybe goes on an expedition and tries to take some of these men, or take some of their land. No? Okay. They apparently don't want to, so we'll have to do that. White Tree. Harmon Stark died of depression while leading the men. His grandson Robin is the new Lord of the North. That's a lot of Lord Paramounts just dropping like flies. Don't know what's happening. He does like me significantly more. The new Lord of the North is much cooler. There's Pierce. And I'll leave that open for Pierce. But I suppose Harwin can take command. Pierce is left. So we'll just leave it like this. These are the only men who are actually sticking with it. Pierce has gone back to Faring Cross for whatever reason to bar himself in when he is safe from winter fever in the north. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspirational factions if the proper leverage is obtained. How do you wish to proceed? Ask politely. Do not speak to me of obligations and duties. I may be your vassal, but that does not make me your slave. I am within my full right to associate with whichever faction I wish. That's little. Who's that guy think he is? Gardner, that's who. And those gardeners, they are fools. I've had word... This is cool. What is this? We've had word that Sir Edric Umber has come back from a long voyage, an epic voyage that took him to the southern limits of the known world after setting sail from Bravos. He headed to Sothrios, the largely unexplored, jungle-covered southern continent. There he explored the ruined cities of Zamatar, Yin, Gorgostos, and Gorosh, before proceeding to sail even further south. He did not manage to find the bottom of the continent, though, saying he found only endless jungle, deserts, and mountains. Really? An Umber of the North went to Sothrios, and he saw what lay below the southern sea. He went past Basilisk Point. Could not find the end of the continent, but the fact that he went past the map. We should interview this man. Jared Staunton has been a leal and able servant. Agreed, arrange his reward. Oh god. We're engaging them in battle, apparently. Although the Night's Watchmen are backing us. Because they'll just be closed down in Hardhome. Which is why I made this move in the first place. There we go. Armies have engaged after the Night's Watchmen did, and we've been able to slaughter the wildlings relatively easily, actually. Go to Hardhome, which should be weaker. Help make some sense of attrition here. Go up here. So we don't want you to disembark, I guess, in Hardhome. Or dock in Hardhome. That's what I meant to say. Words have been all over the place today. There we go. We've won. Congrats, Night's Watch. With the great help of the king, you've done it. And we will send these men. Just disembark them here and say they all went back home. Usually I'd send them back to Dragonstone. You know what? Fine, I'll send them back to Dragonstone. Take the extra vassal penalty. Just for the sake of, I guess role-playing? I don't know. Seeks a better station. You are really good, Sir Mace the Boar. I want you. Mace the Boar, a knight who was in the service of Lord Gardner, right? He's a fantastic warrior. Great commander. Why is your... Okay. This is... when a guy is called the Boar, and he's not of a great house, feel the need to change his sigil to match his nickname. You know. Of the Boar. Instead of the Chicken. Or Mace the Hen. Whatever it may be. Come on, speed this up a bit. Gotta find me that boar. Should be around these parts, right? Believe so. Oh, do tell me if the incessant clicking sound, by the way, is annoying to you. Because it's annoying to me too. But I need to find that goddamn boar. Is it not here? Have I passed it? I might have passed it. I don't want to have passed it, please. Just find the boar. This is something I would usually do off camera. But, I don't know. Now I'm midway through it, and I'm fairly certain I'm not going to find a boar. There's a horse. Seahorse, a mule, a camel. Oh! An ox. Boar. No, that's an ox. No, just a goat. Oh boy. You guys are not going to be happy about this. Might be in the earlier page of animals. I don't know. I haven't memorized these too well. I've passed them for sure. Okay. You win this time, Mace. I will change that sigil later. I feel like I'm taking up way too much of your time. Find that it brings me great joy to bring joy to others. Kindness binds us all together. I have become kind, which is good. But it's still not enough to even get me out of the zeros while secluded. Which isn't great. I have, what, 8 diplomacy minus the 3 from depressed and deceitful. I have exactly 5. Wow, that's not great. Lord Morris Brune has been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks. Here, have a reward, good sir. Oh, we left them in. Okay, at this point, forget the roleplay thing. Not going back to Skagos. But High Chief Wayne's invasion has failed, as we all knew it would. The wildlings will never breach the wall. We'll never let it happen. No Jon Snows in this universe. We'll let them die there, because there's nothing in the north. Nothing, I say. Don't know if I have the White Walkers enabled. I should. I feel like I haven't seen them in ages, though. So I might have disabled it at some point and just not noticed. Which would mean we wouldn't have it in this series. Oh, it's a shame if it is true. Asking us to deal with an assassination attempt. It's not my call. Need a new advisor. Willamaran. Your Grace, for too long Goldorak's Lemgar has occupied my rightful seat, and I'll stop at nothing to take it from him. Humbly ask you to provide me with coins so that I may hire an army to achieve this. If you do, I promise it will not be forgotten. So a random wildling who has somehow gotten past the wall to the Reach has actually come up to me and told me, yeah, I'm a wildling, and I want you to give me money for men to go back across the wall and take land. You're an idiot, lady. No, I should imprison you right here. It's not tyrannical. She's a wildling. I know it. There's Pierce. Let Mace command. As I rose from bed, I found a small bundle of documents that had been slipped under my bedroom door. The documents contained evidence of Lord Paramount Ulf's plan to depose me and seize the throne. I must have him arrested. I mean, it's not my call. Would my regent even do it, though? Don't know that he would. Because I think he's clever enough. I mean, he's very high in intrigue. I think he definitely knows what this is. Unless, of course, I guess it was his plot, but then why would he even go through this charade? My regent would reward himself. So I'm just going to say he knows that someone's just trying to get Ulf in trouble. He's not going to bite. Winter fever isn't ending, which is a shame. Unaware of others hearing them, Sir Igor of Kingsgate and Priscilla have been sneaking around the premises to have intimate encounters, for few seem amused by their indiscretion. Yeah, she's married, dude. Who are you? You're also a really good fighter, though. Sends it now. Does it? Do I care? I'm sorry. I don't know why this 12-year-old king went and screamed at you about this. I don't think it's something I really care about, but okay. Guess it ends now. Fair enough. Your Grace, I right to express my consternation. No. Sir Mace is doing a fine job. Thank you, Lord Lucamore. I know who he is, and I want him commanding my men. Lord Lucamore Cox, although I thought my bannerman, Lord Lucamore Cox, to be a more reasonable man, his request to be allowed to duel his rival, Lord Morris Brune, is slightly erratic. Lord Lucamore claims to be constantly subject to affronts from his rival and has asked for permission to defend his honor. Allow the duel? Sure. I'm almost turning 14, which is great. I try to get a good night's sleep, but I'm tormented by horrible recurring nightmares of our people, the pleas for help, and the hurtful words begin to get to me. We have to. I think this is the time that Aegon, being the kind king he is, asserts himself a little ahead of his region and says, "You know what? We have to open the gates. We open them." Yes. So he surprises people and actually commands for them to open the gates as king. And I guess Lionel just backs aside and says, "Okay, fine, Your Grace. You know, do it. Open the gates for the commoners." Garland has died. Garland Gardner's died. And a Targaryen is in charge of Dorne. Wait, when did this Garland... Hold on. When did you take over? One of the revolts must have worked, and I must have absolutely not noticed. Because I don't think I knew that he was in charge, did I? No, I clearly did. But it would appear Vaegon, his grandson, son of Rael, Vaegon Targaryen... Oh, you're the one who's married to the Martell. So he's inherited Dorne, and he'll be the only Targaryen to sit in Sunspear. And what'll help unite him to the Dornish people is that he's actually married to a Martell. So they don't like him, but his heir will be their child together. Lady Desella's child, which will be a Martell. Vaegon also has a dragon egg, as well as a dragon. He has Alataraxes' dragon egg, I'm assuming, from his mother. And he's hatched his own dragon, Elenixes. The few people with dragons right now in the world. And I can face the dragon Now at 14, it's time to do it. At 14, we'll show our mettle. Meraxes, we're coming for you. Face the dragon. Yes, the biggest one. You have scoured the area in search of Meraxes, and now you have finally cornered the beast. How shall I deal with her? How has this 14-year-old cornered a massive dragon? I don't know, but he's doing it. Also, Jared, teach the children something. You are mine. You have successfully tamed Meraxes. It worked. The world is mine. And King Aegon is a dragon rider. Just like that. That easy. We've tamed the largest dragon available. Pretty happy with that. We can equip these books as well. Lead Paramount asking us to deal with an assassination attempt. I'd like him to be just a little bit of a fighter. The dragon Dragox is a ravenous beast. She regularly roams the lands of King's Landing, gorging on the livestock of the small folk. Hundreds of them seeked audience with you in the past months to protest at this, their discontent growing all the while. So, she's a dragon. I'll offer them recompense. I am kind. Cannot change laws during Regency. Okay, just making sure. He wants a reward. Agreed. But, very exciting times, actually, to tame Meraxes. Did I get any dragon eggs? Because I know I looked through this, but I just kind of skimmed it. No. Didn't Meraxes have one? Maybe she hasn't given it to me? No, she doesn't have a dragon egg. But, we have the biggest dragon, the only dragon from the Conquest remaining. Which I think is the perfect way to tie us to Aegon the Conqueror, aside from the fact that we're called Aegon as well, is the fact that we hold the only dragon left. Definitely showing our right to rule over Valerion, for example. That'll make the Lord Paramounts think twice before trying to rebel against me again. And it seems... Oh no, I thought Winter Fever was finished after we tamed the dragon, but no, it's still there. What's this? Oh, the commander thing. Okay. Pierce. You're already there. Who was I waiting for here? Guess Barrett Chelstead. An alliance between the North and the Vale. There you go. Second daughter, Arel, has actually married a Stark. Brandon, his younger brother. Well, he is married a R'hllor believer, Larissa the Feeble. Yes, your father asked me to allow that marriage, which was really weird to me. Not your father, your grandfather, I suppose. The Sept of Remembrance. What is Bywater converted to? Convert it back. The Old Gods. How weird of you. They've actually converted to the Old Gods. Since we're all going to die, why not enjoy life? Oh, and now my regent will know what to do. Okay. I need to give myself back to the Regency of Lionel. I have become chaste, thanks to my maester. Didn't want me to become lustful. He was like, no, none of that. King Aegon to Lionel. There we go. And for that matter, the Prince Jaehaerys also to Lionel, who I think is going to keep basically both pieces of the puzzle next to him. The king and his heir. Both. Oh, you fear that... You said no? Why did you say no? Is it because I was offering another one too? It's because you've taken on too many people. You took on my brother before you took on me. It is. He's 15 though, so I guess I can wait a couple of months. Or rather, you know what I'll do? Lionel has taught me for most of my life. I have a year and a half left. Aegon will be taught by his master-at-arms to just learn how to fight, the basics of fighting. At the end of his regency. Could be the master-at-arms or it could be the Lord Commander, I suppose. Either one would be apt. to the Master at Arms, since that is literally their job. Jared Staunton, teach me to fight. There, my Kingsguard Sir Brian Rampton has died. And I do have a man in place to replace him. I think you know who it is. The Boar. Sir Mace the Boar. Why can't I appoint you? Greater... How old are you? You are greater or equal to 16. You're 44. I think he also has winter fever, though, so that's not great. Guess it's my region who picks anyways. He's picked... A vacancy has become available on your Kingsguard. 7 swords must guard the king, and so your Lord Regent Lionel Langward has chosen his replacement. He chooses Sir Pikewood Sloane, now kneels before you, vowing to protect your person. So he's a really good warrior, giant as well. Not mad with that at all. Relatively highborn. I'll take Sir Pikewood. Awesome mustache on him. My scheming's born flute. There is... Discovered a plot where there's fabricating evidence of Lord Elma's treason. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here. We've done some big things. We took the dragon, finally, and in the next episode it looks like the Regency will be done, because 11th Moon is almost, and then it's just 1 year of progression. We've pretty much dealt with winter fever. It should be dissipating in the next episode. Aside from that, we're just kind of waiting for things now. Waiting for our future wives so that we can try to have some kids and extend the line. Waiting for our dragon to give us some dragon eggs, maybe, so that we can get our brother and the rest of our family. I guess they don't even need dragon eggs. There's so many live dragons. You just have to go out and tame one. And we're waiting so that we escape this regency and can finally take back some semblance of realm authority. Because right now, the Targaryen king is an absolute figurehead. We don't want that. We want power. So, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, do like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.